When people think about the horrors of the Holocaust, a lot of people probably think about the gas chambers and the death camps, but before the gas chambers, Nazis carried out mass executions with bullets.
Yeah, this happened all over Europe. I visited one such mass execution site while in Poland with North Carolina educators, this one in a forest.
About 2 hours northeast of Warsaw.
The main thing I wanted to share with you here is a picture of what Jewish life was like in a small town.
Not far from what is now Poland's border with Belarus.
This was the Jewish part of town. And every house here that you see existed prior to the war.
Sits a small picturesque community named Tykocin.
There are no Jews left here today. At the beginning of the war, there were about 2,000 Jews.
Rabbi Fred Gutman took us inside the synagogue there, which dates back to the 1600s.
You can see certain things that are rather unusual. The thing that strikes you first is the writing on the walls.
It's now a museum, but was once the heartbeat of the small yet vibrant Jewish community.
So I want everybody just to come here and let's make a circle for just a second.
A center of life and celebration. The perfect place, he told us, to sing a traditional Jewish melody. A place once full of so much joy, still heard in the echoes off the walls, forever stained with heartache.
Tanz mit Malachim. We just danced with angels. Isn't that amazing?
We learned this synagogue was abandoned by its congregants on August 26, 1941, but not by choice. That's the day the Nazis' Einsatzgruppen, a mobile killing unit, forced the town's Jewish people here to the Lupachova forest about 5 miles outside Tykocin. As we walked deeper into the forest, just as they did all those years ago, I couldn't help but think their fate must have become more clear with every step they took.
I can't imagine walking that way with my children or with my grandchildren. I can't imagine the contrast between the beauty of the forest and the sounds of the gunfire. I can't imagine what I would do to hide the vision of my children. I can't imagine what I would say to them. I can't imagine how I would hold them and how I would hug them.
Over the course of 2 days in August 1941, 1,400 Jews, including children, were ordered to stand at one of 3 pits and shot. This is known as the Holocaust by bullets.
There's 2 million Jews that died this way, and yet everybody knows about Auschwitz. And everybody knows about death camps, but this is far bigger than Auschwitz. And this is all over Europe.
More than 80 years later, the sadness in this forest is still so present. Teachers, on a quest for knowledge and understanding, quietly paid their respects, including Andrew Voss of Chestnut Grove Middle School in Stokes County.
Seeing it with your own eyes is a very different thing. Hearing the sounds of nature in these places of such tragedy, but sensing such beauty that is, and so much life that has returned to those areas. It puts you in such a very strange place, and you don't really know how to feel.
Small stones pepper the mass graves, a Jewish custom we learned, honoring the deceased.
Never say that there is only death for you.
And perhaps a quiet promise to those murdered here.
Because the hour we have hungered for is near.
they won't be forgotten.
Tremble, we are here.
Because the hour that we have hungered for is near.
Beneath our tread the earth shall tremble, we are here.
And the monument you are about to see at LeBauer Park in downtown Greensboro depicts another example of the Holocaust by bullets. It's modeled after this photograph that was taken in December 1941 in Latvia. Thousands of Jewish women and girls were ordered to strip to their underclothes, taken to the edge of a trench, and shot. Women and a child, perhaps a grandmother, her daughter, and 3 granddaughters were photographed in that moment in an act of defiance, and it is the basis for this monument downtown. She wouldn't take off her boots honors the strength and resilience of all women. People who visit the site are encouraged to look through the bronze camera, which reads, "The opposite of love is not hate, it is indifference. You are a witness." I invite you to join me next week for our hour-long commercial-free documentary called Teaching the Holocaust. You can watch it right here on Fox 8. That is Monday night at 7 o'clock.